Hey everyone, thank you so much for all of the work you did yesterday. I love how hard everyone is trying, and I love seeing all of the work that you've completed. I know it's different not being at school, but I hope you can feel like you have a piece of school at home. So we're going to start our math lesson out with fourths. You can get a piece of paper, you can pause the screen. I'm dividing my paper into fourths. Alright, let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Stop. I chose the number 38 today. I look at my number and it will tell me how many tens and how many ones. First I look to see how many tens I should get, and it's 3. I'll do 10, 20, 30. Make them with sticks. 10, 20, 30. And then now I see how many ones I need. I'll draw them and I'll draw them right next to each other to see if they have a pair. Are they even? Is it even or odd? 8. Okay. I drew 8, and they each have a pair, so that means it's even. You probably know that 8 is an even number. I count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I'm going to do the expanded form. I first use my tens. The value of my tens is 30, plus the value of my ones is 8. So 30 plus 8 would equal 38. If I ever go too fast in the video, just try to pause it and catch up. Next, I'm going to do the tallies. It's a bigger number than yesterday, so I'm going to not take up as much space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always in groups of 5s with tallies. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see it. 38. We can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. You can pause if you need to catch up. Alright, now we're going to do it with coins. I start with a quarter, because a quarter is worth 25. And my number is greater than that. So I draw a Q in the middle. I accidentally put the 25 in the middle. I made a little mistake. That's okay. Then I try to make it a Q. And then I wrote 25. That's, I can't add another quarter. It would be 50. So I'm going to add the next highest coin, which would be worth 10. Do you know what coin is worth 10 cents? If you said the dime, you are correct. So 25 plus 10, 35. So now I have 35 cents. Then I can just add pennies to get to 38. 1 penny would be 36, 37, 38. So I added 3 pennies. So I had 1 quarter, 1 dime, and 3 pennies. Okay, in the last box, I'm going to make my tic-tac-toe board, and I can put 38 in the center. And our first task or job is to find one more. So I count on 38, 39. Then I go backwards to see what would be one less. 39, 38, 37. The trickiest part, I think, are doing 10 less and 10 more. So I picture it with base 10 blocks. If this is 38, 10 less would be 1 less 10. So I just cover up one of the 10s, and now it's 2 and an 8, or 28. And that's what would go up here, 28. And if I were to add a 10, there would be 4 10s. So it'd be 48. And you can see it with the base 10 blocks, but pretty soon you'll be able to see these numbers for what value they really are worth. So I know that 10 more than 30 is 40. So this would be 48. Then I can just fill in the other parts of my boxes. And now this is part of my 100 grid, and they're all filled in. And then you can make something out of your number. You can get creative. I hope you're still being creative when I'm not with you. I'm sure you're making all kinds of things at home, doing all kinds of projects. I've seen some of you building things. It really makes me happy to know you're still doing a lot of good stuff when you're not at school. I drew a person trying to catch a butterfly with a net. Yeah, I don't know what you drew. Maybe you're still working on it. I'm sure it was really good. But we're going to get going on our lesson. Today's lesson is brought to you by the letter T. We are talking about triangles and trapezoids. How about you say that after me? Triangles, trapezoids. So around each shape name, I drew the kind of shape it is. So these are all examples of triangles, and these are all examples of trapezoids. Words we'll be talking about or discussing are sides, vertices, and parallel. So, to discuss sides, I drew some pictures. I don't have any shapes here, so I'm drawing a lot. So these are different shapes, and by the end of today, you should be able to name each of these shapes. Okay, so I'm going to start with this shape. It has 4 sides and 4 vertices. All of the sides are the same length. What is the name of this shape? If you said square, you are correct. Okay, now this shape has these 2 sides are equal and these 2 sides are equal. Do you know what kind of shape that is? We talked about it yesterday. It starts with an R. If you said rectangle, you are correct. You might notice how a lot of shapes have the word angle in it. An angle is the inside of where 2 sides meet. It forms an angle. All right, and so today we're talking about triangles and trapezoids. I think you already know what a triangle is, so how about you point to the triangle? There's a triangle up here. Which one's the triangle? If you pointed to the middle one, you're right. So yesterday we discussed sides. Okay, those are the flat edges right here. And then we discussed vertices, which would be the points. So I want you to just observe this triangle. How many sides are there? How many vertices are there? I see 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And I see 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. So if you remember our other word, I'll give you a hint. What kind of shape is left over? Did you say trapezoid? You're right. These are both examples of trapezoids. When I'm writing trapezoid, oops, I put zoids, but really it's just one over there. When I'm writing trapezoid, say it. It's a silly word. Trapezoid. And so these are both examples of trapezoids. And so let's count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the number of vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you might be thinking, okay, they all have 4 sides, they all have 4 vertices. How come this is called square, this is called a rectangle, this is called a trapezoid? Well, I'll tell you, 1 is based on the length of its sides. So a square is a square because all of the sides are equal. Okay, equal lengths. And all the angles in the inside are actually equal as well. A rectangle is a rectangle because it has 2 sets of equal sides. Okay, and then both sides are parallel. You might be thinking, what does parallel mean? Well, parallel lines are like lines on a railroad track. They're lines that run next to each other but never touch. So in a railroad track, look, there's one set of parallel lines right here, and there's all of these lines are parallel as well. They go this way, and then these parallel lines go that way. If they kept going, they still would never touch. So on a square, in my pages, okay, on a square there's two sets of parallel lines. Like this could be a railroad track, that's one set, and these two sides could be a railroad track. In a rectangle, there's also two sets. These ones are parallel, and these ones. Now a trapezoid is a trapezoid because it only has one set of parallel lines. See, if this was a railroad track and it kept going, it would touch. But these two, on the base and on the top, Simon, they're parallel. And same with this trapezoid. These two lines are parallel. They're not equal in length, but they are parallel. And then these two sides are not parallel. They would meet. A triangle actually has no sets of parallel lines. You see, they all meet. So we're talking about trapezoids, 4 sides, 4 vertices, and triangles, 3 sides and 3 vertices. I hope you have a great day.